Hasn't this happened to you? You feel like cooking something delicious and you're missing just one ingredient. And it's precisely on a day when either the supermarket is closed or it's too late and you don't feel like going out. Let's start with one of the most used ingredients in baking, the egg. If you run out of eggs or simply want to make a vegan recipe, you can use 1/4 cup of applesauce or half a mashed banana. These options give the perfect moisture to cakes, cupcakes, and muffins. Keep in mind that the cake will have a slight banana flavor, so use it in recipes where that touch doesn't clash, like for example, chocolate brownies or pancakes. Now, wheat flour. It's basic in any kitchen, but if you run out, I have the perfect solution. You can grind oat flakes until they become a fine powder. It's a 1-to-1 substitution, meaning if the recipe calls for 1 cup of flour, you use 1 cup of ground oats. It's perfect for cookies, pancakes, and even for breading. Plus, it adds fiber to your preparations. Moving on to powdered sugar or icing sugar. Super useful for decorating desserts and making glazes, but we don't always have it on hand. Grind white sugar with a pinch of cornstarch in the blender for 2 minutes, and you'll have homemade powdered sugar. And what's the cornstarch for? It prevents clumping. And what happens if you run out of baking powder? It's essential for making our cakes and biscuits rise. We can mix half a teaspoon of baking soda with half a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. The acid from the lemon and the baking soda creates the chemical reaction we need. An important tip: as soon as you mix this with the other ingredients, put it in the oven quickly, otherwise it won't work. Milk is another super common ingredient for dessert preparations. If you don't have any or you're lactose intolerant, you can substitute it easily. Mix 1 cup of water with 1 tablespoon of melted butter. That maintains the fat content that many doughs need to be soft and fluffy. We can also use plant-based milks like almond, soy, or oat in the same proportion. Now, how do we substitute butter? It's important because it gives texture to our desserts. If you run out, you can use coconut oil in the same amount. If the recipe calls for half a cup of butter, you use half a cup of coconut oil. Another option I love is well-mashed avocado puree, especially for brownies. They turn out much moister, healthier, and with good fats. Avocado doesn't leave a flavor in chocolate preparations. Now, how do we substitute sour cream and yogurt? To substitute them, we mix 1 cup of milk with 1 tablespoon of white vinegar or lemon juice. Let the mixture sit for 10 minutes and you'll have something very similar to buttermilk. This acidic touch is perfect for cakes, pancakes, and even dressings. How to substitute honey? If you don't have any or want a more economical version, cook equal parts of grated brown sugar, cook over medium heat until it thickens, and you'll have a perfect syrup with the same sweetness and texture. It works just as well in sweet recipes as in dressings and marinades. See you in the next few days with the continuation.